Hey everybody, we're just waiting for Uncle Nick to get in. As always, if you want to be on camera, raise your hand and Noah will add you to the panel. So just start raising those hands if you want to be part of it. While we wait for Nick, here's Daisy's moment. Hey everybody. You want to be in the shot? No, we got Nick joining. Everybody, so Nick is competing tomorrow, which means he has a weigh-in later today, and he's probably very dehydrated right now because that's how professional sports weigh-ins work. If you're not aware, you lose 15, 20 pounds, mostly water weight, weigh in, and then rehydrate and refeed before you compete. So you're actually competing heavier than you weigh in. So he's trying to join us right now. He's literally getting out of a sauna to join us. In the meantime, here, does anyone have any questions about Adam's article from yesterday, which we shared after one of my friends, and we realized from comments other people were adding dumbbells to every single body weight exercise instead of doing a dumbbell plan? Any questions about that? Because the general rule is if you want to add dumbbells to everything in a body weight plan, why wouldn't you do a dumbbell plan? There are multiple dumbbell plans in the app, so everyone knows. There are also machine plans and there are body weight plans, but body weight plans are designed for body weight. And that's why in every article we write about, we say if you need to make it harder, like even a chin up or a squat, throw a ruck or a backpack on because that adds to your body weight. Once you start using dumbbells for everything, you're changing the leverage. And some people we found out are using barbells in a body weight plan, and that's completely changing the spinal load of the movement. There's a reason you don't see 30 reps of things in barbell plans. All right, Nick's here, so we're going to let him go. Who's got the first question? Alyssa, the best day to add cardio, what type of cardio? Moderate cardio, I do on all my rest days where I'm breaking a sweat.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on your schedule. Like, I can't tell you this day's the best day to add cardio because I'm not hands-on on wherever you're at in your workout. Cardio is going to be best, in my opinion, where you can handle it. So if you've got a really intensive workout day, I wouldn't use that for cardio. I would use your cardio for your rest day or one of your lower intensity days.
And I will say, Alyssa, it sounded like you said like high intensity stuff. If I'm doing hill sprints, I'll do it only the when I like right after a leg workout because my goal is getting stronger. I also want to have heart health and stay fairly lean. So I don't want to do my hill sprints on a rest day leading into a leg day and ruin my leg day. That makes sense
Agreed.
to you, Nick?
No, 100%. You don't want to put it where it's going to take away from the main goal.
All right. Anyone else? Any other questions, or can Noah go
What
straight
if
in?
you need to break up a workout because of scheduling? Ideally, I'd rather you not. Um, I'd either tell you to drop the weight and pick up the pace on rest in between sets, or do the workout when you can. But if it is your only option, it's better than not doing it.
Sandra, do you mean on the same day?
Yeah, what else could that mean?
Well, I'm wondering if over 2 days I would never do. But if you do morning and evening, I might. But to Nick's point, when this happens to me, like when I find out my kids are waking up and I need to haul ass through a weekend workout, I like my workouts are a lot of times all straight sets now in my current plan, but I'll do the first two, like the big heavy ones, which are like say a squat and a bench press in this plan, or a squat and a shoulder press as straight sets as they're designed, because those are meant for me to get stronger. And then literally everything after the two big lifts, I'll make into one circuit and fly through it 3 times.
I can't hear anything she's
We
saying.
can't hear you. That's okay.
No worries.
Yeah, I lean toward supersetting things and circuiting them as opposed to splitting the workout into 2 sessions. Just make the workout faster. But as much as you can, try on those first couple of movements, because we almost always have the big compound movements, first and second. Sometimes there are two in your lift. Try on those to keep them as they are. And then, like in my example, I have a front squat. I keep that separate. I have a shoulder press. I keep that separate. Then I have a stiff legged deadlift, a barbell curl, and a plank. I make that a circuit, and I just run those as fast as I can because that's my accessory work. So I'm not as worried. That makes sense, right, Nick?
Yes.
There we go. How are
I'm
you
going to
feeling, Nick?
apologize beforehand if I don't see myself. I am on the last 2.5 pounds of dropping 14 pounds in about 24 hours. So, um, pardon me, you're going to see me spitting because every fluid is coming out. Um, and I just got out of a sauna. I did 3 hours last night. I've been here for 2 hours this morning, and I got to make weight at 3 p.m. So if I don't see myself or I seem a little slow, I'm severely dehydrated.
Nick, it's so attractive.
Oh, I think Rachel, my girlfriend, hates me when I'm like this.
I can understand that. Um, and yeah, Dippy, and you can reduce the sets like from 4 to 3 when you're in a rush. Like just crush through it. I'd always stick with the if you can keep the compound movements at the top of your workout how they are. That's always going to be my push. But everything else, drop a set, circuit it. Don't do this every time, but when you're crushed for time, yeah, absolutely. Um, and then
Player with a stiff leg deadlift, pushing the door closed with my bum. Feels like I'm just sticking my bum out to the point of arching my back. I mean, essentially, that's kind of part of it. especially when you're learning that movement. It's okay to be a little exaggerated. But you want to push it out till you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. See, when you're at the 90 degree, right? I want you to see if you can wiggle your toes because you need to be heel heavy. So when you initiate it, I want you to brace at the top, come down, but don't think about descending. Think about pulling your chest down by pushing your butt back. If that makes sense. Because the goal is to really overload your hamstrings. So if your back is arching, as in not rounding, like your belly button's getting pushed out, not sucked in, that's okay. I'd rather have that in exaggeration at the start than your back rounding out and compromising your lumbar.
And Kevin asks, what's the difference in how you perform a lunge, a forward lunge, and a reverse lunge? Well, a lunge and a forward lunge, I don't
A
think
lunge could be interpreted as stationary, so you return to place. A forward lunge is you walk forward.
You
A
want me to
reverse
show this,
lunge
Nick?
is you step backwards. So it's like fast forward, pause, rewind, right?
This would be a forward lunge. This would be a reverse lunge. And then there will be, are there stationary lunges? I'm trying to think.
So how I program a forward lunge, it means you're walking forward. If it's a lunge, typically in place, it should be if it says forward, just step forward. If it says reverse, step backward. Just keep it simple. Unless it says reverse, you're always stepping forward.
Isn't a split squat like a stationary lunge?
Essentially, but your foot is elevated.
No, that's a rear foot elevated split.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think
that,
you're taking a step in a lunge. I mean, I like to do my forward lunges Nick's way. Like I get very bored in a rack, stepping forward, standing up, stepping forward, standing up. So I just put a barbell on my back and walk around the backyard.
I mean, technically a squat is just a two-legged lunge.
It's true. I also want everyone to really focus on that because I'm going to use that later today. I have deadlifts today. The wiggling your toes to make sure you're pushing through your heels. That's a
middle of your foot where you tie your shoelaces. That should be the most amount of foot pressure. If you tie your shoelaces at the end of your shoe, you probably make other bad decisions. So,
should the knee touch the ground? If you have that range, you may have to build to that range.
That could be person to person.
Yeah. So April knows all about this. April is pretty much the whole reason we went to Arnold's girlfriend's physical therapy clinic and did a whole video that started about explaining lunges and then became really explaining ways around knee pain in general. And I recommend searching, I think it's in the recommended tab as PT with Heather knees or something, or if you search knee pain, because Heather did this.
It was great.
10-minute video, and April will tell you that now she can touch her knee to the ground. Back then she couldn't.
I can. I love it. And the rear foot elevated split squat, my foot was cramping really badly. And then Nick had me use a foam roller, like or whatever you've got that you can put underneath your ankle, and then it relaxes your foot. And so now I don't even need that. Now I'm able to do that split squat without that as well. But that PT with Heather is fabulous. Definitely read that article, guys.
Yeah, and a split squat is when you don't alternate. All right.
I still go by the video that Adam and Daniel had shot in the initial phases of a lunge. And what both of you talked about was that it should look like a runner just about to launch. So you should have that much of stretch, right? So your knee completely goes down and you stretch out. So I still follow that. Whereas after Heather's video, I generally do the reverse lunge only. I don't do the forward lunge. So, just to save the knee. I think that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, totally okay. But yeah, Arnold, I remember Arnold made me do really long lunges in that video.
Well, and he did. And then the other thing that Adam stressed was your hip flexor. Make
Yeah.
sure that so you get hit. I swear that definitely helped my knee, even though it was up in the flex, up in the hip area. So I don't know. Everyone's different too.
Everything's connected, guys. All right. Any other questions, or should Noah start pulling up the first form checks?
Yeah. Hey, Catch, I just had one quick one. For either you or Nick. What is the benefit of using the fatter grips on things like dumbbells or barbells? I know there's like attachments you can buy to make them fatter. Is it just pure working on hand strength, or
It's grip strength?
grip
It's grip strength. So like I always tell people, I have the fat grips. They're not that expensive. I don't think grip work needs to be all that fancy. You get some fat grips, throw them on the handle, it makes it fatter. If you're real cheap, you can even wrap towels around the grips of dumbbells, and it will tax your grip heavily comparatively to just the knurled handle. But yeah, so I throw it in on all my assistants, whether it be shoulder raises, dumbbell curls, because grip strength is just a constant element of my sport and strongman. I do it on all my assistants' work. So, and when you curl with it, you get a little bit better of a bicep curl, in my opinion, because you're squeezing harder. Um, so yeah, it's there's no magic going on there. It's just another way to kind of tax grip strength on a regular basis.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right. Any other questions? And then we'll get right into the form checks.
Dude, I've got leg veins right now. This is wild.
You should see yourself in the master class videos. We kept saying that you look like a monster. Adam and Dieter and I were going over. And by the way, everyone's going to love those. Dieter, who filmed them for us, is I think a lot of people know, one of Arnold's best friends. He's worked with Arnold since Terminator 2. He kind of followed in Arnold's footsteps as a kid and won Mr. Styria in Austria. So he was a bodybuilder, and he spent hours going through the footage and editing. And he said he's learned more about squat, deadlift, and bench from Nic than he learned in his entire bodybuilding career. All right, first up, we have a bench.
I like the width. I like how the elbows stay tucked in and then flare at the top.
Looks like it's going back too.
Yeah, right? It looks like he's driving up towards his eyes. So I like this. I want to see those shoulders packed a little bit more. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together and pushing them down towards your back pocket. So we get more lat engagement in the bottom. Shoulders are supported. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing we can't tell is make sure you're driving through those heels up the bench.
Yeah, leg drive on the bench press is a must. Squeeze those glutes, finish that rep. So that's not completely locked out. So you're kind of shortchanged at the top. You want to accelerate your hips to the bar. The overall form looks good. I like your stance. It looks comfortable for you. It doesn't look like you're forcing anything. Your deadlift looks very composed from this angle. Other than you're not finishing the rep.
Yeah, push your hips
finish
through.
The rep. Hips all the way through, not lean back, just hips all the way through.
Just there's no really appropriate way to show that motion, but push your hips all the way through to finish.
If you have kids, you know that motion.
Yes. And then also, I would say one thing Nick's told a lot of people in these calls is you have no reason. Looks like you have probably 225 on. You probably should just not be doing double overhand right now.
Yep. Over under. You're limiting yourself on because of grip strength.
We're not
The bar just wants to roll.
Yeah, we're not putting the deadlift in as a grip strength exercise. It will build your grip even with the alternate grip, but we want you to use that posterior chain from.
We want you to be posterior monsters. Well, I do.
That's what I also want.
There's a way to tell between someone who's jacked and someone who's strong in public. And if they turn around and their back is absolutely huge, odds are they're strong as fuck. This is a hard angle. Drive those knees out to your pinky toes for sure. That slight caving. It's hard to see what else is going on here from this angle.
I can't see if you're getting to depth. I think you're just shy. Here's what I want to say. Who is this, Barnaby? My right knee used to do the exact same thing your knee's doing. I want you to drop the weight like I did. I want that butt to get lower than it's getting right now, because you're going to need to build that knee up. And like Nick said,
can I stop you right there real quick?
Yeah.
So on top of dropping the weight, what we want to do to fix this is typically an adductor or glute problem. So what I want you to do is YouTube banded iso clamps. And I want those to be part of your daily warm-up. Three rounds, 1 minute each side. When you look those up, you'll see exactly what I'm saying. And we're going to beef out the outer part of that essentially like your thigh out here, that pulls those knees out, in a nutshell. Or what you can do in the meantime on your warm-up reps is put a light band around your knees and drive out against the band, and that'll give you a physical cue so you know that you're doing it.
I'll say that helped me a lot when my knee did this. Adam was really, really worried about me, so I started in all my warm-up sets putting the knee around my knees, and really it made me learn to do what Nick's telling you to do. Push your knees over your pinky toes because you want to push that band apart. You'll get better at this. And I think it's the same. Nick, repeat the name of the isometric exercise you want him to do.
Banded iso clams.
Iso clams?
Yes.
Okay. Banded iso clams. Also, I did a lot of banded walkouts. I don't know if Nick recommends that, but besides that,
I've never even heard of that.
Like where you just walk side to side with the bands around.
Oh, yeah. Like crab walking.
Or crab walking with the band above the knee, then below the knee, and then like just
in like a semi-squat position.
Like a quarter, maybe almost half squat, band walking with that band to strengthen those muscles. But you'll get there. Otherwise, it looks great.
Disappeared. Okay, we're back. So right away, the press angle, you see how her arms are almost going, you're pushing down out away from you versus up over your eyes. And if you see the angle, you're not perpendicular with your bench angle. So you need to drive more up towards your eyes, and don't flare your elbows out so high close to your ears When you descend, come a little bit more down towards your rib cage and then flare as you press up. That's really it there. Jen, was that you?
Yes.
Jan? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that.
You have any questions?
I have to be told like 30 times. I hear the words coming out of your mouth, but to get the process, it just takes me a little bit, but I appreciate it, and I'll try to implement that.
Yeah, so what you can do is keep recording yourself. I always tell people record yourself, not even for your coach, just for you, because in a month's time, I'll give, like I fed you that cube, keep your elbows in tighter on the descent and then let them flare on the drive. What you're doing is you're recruiting more back on the way down, just like a barbell bench. And then you're recruiting more chest on the press, because your lats are actually what are helping control your descent. The bottom of your bench press position is mainly a lat drive. Your chest and tries kind of finish. So, sorry, I'm out of breath. This is what sitting in a sauna for 6 hours does, makes you lightheaded. Um, one sec. Yeah, so you have that cue and record it, and then you'll have ammunition for the next time we do this. And I want you to submit, and let's see how it looks.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. And just FYI, you guys are my coach. So the feedback I get is from the app and from these calls. So I really appreciate it.
Who's your coach?
You guys.
Okay, cool.
So
I just
this
didn't
is a
know if we were
chest.
combating someone else, because I've quote unquote coached people that were also getting outsources of input. And this is where you'll hear me say in the chat or whatnot, not only am I a protective coach when it comes to people, I'd rather trolls come after me than the people I'm coaching, because um, I'm mean. Uh, and but I'm also protective in the sense that if I'm combating someone else's input and their input's dog shit, um, I don't want them messing up something we're working on. And that's not saying other people aren't good coaches. They absolutely are. If you go, hey, I learned this from so and so, and I'm like, that's a great cue, let's build on that, right? But if you say, oh, I was taught to do this by this person, I may just tell you to forget they existed and gave you that cue.
Yeah, I understand that a little bit, in that I ride horses and I've taken lessons with different people over the years, and I've learned not to, I can learn something from everyone, but not to train with too many people, because then the information gets conflicting. But when it comes to the gym, I've been trying to implement what I read, but having boots on the ground and having eyes to see what I'm actually doing can tweak 1,000 different things that
Yes.
I didn't even notice.
It's just like horse riding form. You're using your whole body. You're communicating with the horse with these subtle inputs. You're communicating with the weight with these subtle inputs. And the difference is you're just trying to out leverage the weight. That's it. That's all weightlifting is figuring out how to out leverage gravity, because gravity is going to win every time. We're going to put the weight down. But how to lift it the most efficiently, that's really all this is. If you boil it down to its bare roots, when I'm teaching you deadlift form, I'm putting you in the best position to move the weight efficiently. So when it comes to things like bench press, recruiting the lats on the descent, and squeezing and controlling and using that upper back and on the descent, and then using your legs, chest, and core and arms to create the drive is how we're creating that efficiency. And when I say it like that, it seems like a million different parts, right? But it's not. It's essentially one uniformed thing. We just got to put in brick by brick.
And Nic, on this chest supported row, I'm wondering, you and Adam had me really focus on pulling my shoulder blades together here.
Yes.
And I think
chest supported rows are good because you can get a nice long stretch at the bottom, without risking your back and stuff. And what I love your eccentric speed here. You're showing great control. But I want to see like, give me like a 1/1000 squeeze at the top. Really contract your shoulder blades and think about initiating the pull not with your biceps, but with your back.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
like you're trying to crush something between your shoulder blades. That's what they had me do,
Exactly.
and it's really helped.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's for tomorrow. Hope it goes well.
Is that our boy Dipian?
It is. Ooh, deficits.
Daffy's bro.
Oh no. Daisy. Daisy. Come here.
He did the deficit for more clearance tracking. Okay. Noah, that was pretty all broken up. Can you give me that from top to bottom again? Please. Thank you. There's the brace.
It's didn't have, I was not doing so fast.
Dipian, these are great, man. Your
Yeah.
control looks really good. The video is a bit glitchy, but your control looks really good. I want to see a little bit more less reverse arch in the top of that row, and I want you to get a little bit more of an upper back squeeze. So, depending on the type of row, like there's a bunch of different types of rows. There's Yates, Penlays, strict rows. There's different types. Like a lot of big deadlifters will do the row variant that has a lot of leg drive, just to build that upper back strength and create a more maximal load. This I see, this angle looks really good, but what I'm talking about, I don't know if I can you see all of me?
Yes.
So there's a couple rows where you're kind of doing this, not that exaggerated, but I want you to keep this from happening and keep those hips pushed back so they're not curling under and compromising your lumbar. And it's very subtle. It's nothing. I'm being picky here, just so you know. I'm being hard on you. Otherwise, I would say you're like 90% that looks good. If I wasn't picky, I feel like I can be picky with you because you get a lot right. So I'm going to use this as an example for everyone else listening. When you're getting a lot right, I'm going to nitpick you. And that's a good sign when we're nitpicking and we're not doing full form rebuilds. So that's what I'm doing with Dippy in here is I'm getting nitpicky. Overall, this is a good row. I have collectively no issue with the overall form here. I'm just picking at this subtle breaking of his brace. And I think he's strong enough to do this weight. I don't think it's a conscious voluntary thing. It could just be body awareness. But Dipian, that's the only thing I have for you on this one, man.
No, thank you so much. I mean, that's the only reason why I put this video up, because last time for the T-bar row, you had asked me to reduce the leg drive, get my chest up to have the the arch. So that's what I was trying to do out here, and that's the only reason I put this video up.
And you did a great job.
Thanks. And just one more thing, you see my grip, right? I in the rows, I always grip it like this. The hook grip, I never grip it like this.
Okay.
That's sort of in my mind. It ensures that I'm not using my biceps at all. I'm just hooking and pulling with my back.
That's
That's
okay.
the reason I do it. Is that okay?
And as your back gets stronger, you'll eventually start using straps. But that's I love where your head's with on that. Keep doing that.
That's all. Thank you so much.
All right. Next up, everyone give Noah credit too. Nick's doing
Noah's
this.
killing it right now.
Nick's doing this while he's on a cut, and Noah's doing this from the middle of an airport.
And Noah just squatted 400 pounds.
Yeah. Yesterday.
I like this setup. I love when I see someone, making something work. This is great. That's a genius. The foam roller, everything. Well done. Big round of applause there. There's a will, there's a way. These are great. I love the reps. I honestly think you could go a little heavier. Don't be scared to add weight on this. You've got great control.
No lie though. I'm looking, and I think that this may
the
be
bottom
almost.
Of my stack is
There's only one more plate, Nick.
Oh man, you've graduated.
Yeah, it's the problem. That's why I'm holding it.
Oh,
so try to
you're doing the Arnold flex. Yeah,
I'm counting. I'm counting 5.
Okay,
yeah.
That's the right way to make it harder.
Yeah, you're doing tempo reps. That's you had great instinct there. Whether that was wherever you learned that, adding the tempo to make it harder when you're running out of weight will always be my suggestion. But those were I don't really have anything to give you on that other than get more weight.
Yeah, and one thing I'll just keep saying to everyone, because I'm in physical therapy right now trying to get my shoulder I've ignored a long time fixed. In every row, think about your shoulder blades. Because that's all I spend physical therapy doing right now. Nick knows.
And if you look at the bottom of her pull, she's initiating with her back.
Yeah,
her back
she
contracts
is.
right away. You got some pipes, girl. Some stovepipes, some pythons.
Yeah. So the reason I submitted this is it felt to me when I was doing it that I was leaning back too much, but I can't get enough motion because I'm so short that like without leaning back like a little bit.
I don't think.
No, that looked where you're at is fine.
Look at the videos of Arnold doing this back in the day, or even today. He like really leans forward and back, way back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'll start out way forward. He's going for a huge stretch and flex, but he ends up at the top of the movement way back.
That wouldn't do you any good here because you would need more weight.
Yeah,
because you're recruiting more involved. How you're doing it, because you've reached the maximum limit of available weight. The stricter it is, the better it is because of that reason.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I saw someone just drinking water and it gave me cold chills.
Sorry.
No, they were walking up the ramp here.
I also took a sip in the video.
These eccentrics are outstanding. I just would like to see you sit back a little bit more because when the bar's on the ground, if you notice, your shoulder is actually past the bar. So we need to bring you back. And what it'll do is it'll load your quads a little bit more, get you a little bit more leg drive, and put you over center.
And I'm trying best I can, but I feel like I'm gonna fall over if I lean in further back. So my shoulders need to be over the bar.
Yes. So what happens is, watch when the bar breaks the ground. What happens? Right here. There's a very, very subtle slight swing forward. As you get heavier into max effort, that's going to amplify.
Okay.
And it's going to throw you off of your pull.
Yeah.
And we're talking very, very subtle change. Same thing I told Dippian. 90% of this is great. I'm nitpicking you right now. So I don't want you to take this as like, shit, my deadlift sucks. This is great. Your control, your position, everything. We're just making it better. You see how you're just limited. Your leg drive is finishing super early. This is that rep was actually better. That one right there. You got more leg drive in there. So all we want to do is generate more leverage. And when I tell you sitting back, we're talking like a quarter of an inch, man. Like it same thing you heard me say before, record it, see your positioning. I gave you the thing to look for, and you're just gonna have to feel it out. And then we have something to go over next week or on the next one.
Yeah, I put a video in last week for Jen, and we noticed that my knees were going out in front of the bar because I feel like that's how I was trying to get lower, but I was going more into a squat instead of, I guess, where I need to be with my knees behind the bar.
But we're dialing it in now. So it looks like you executed that cue well. We just need to pull you back into your midfoot heel a little bit more, so those shoulders, even if that brings your hips up a little bit, because what I want you to keep an eye on is if your hips rise before the bar breaks the ground, we need to start with your hip position where the bar breaks the ground, because that's where your leg drive's actually kicking in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. We just need to get you back like a quarter inch. Just play with it, man.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Look straight. That's my first thing. Don't look to, yeah, there we go. Got great range of motion. I've got no issue with these.
Just don't look around.
Yeah.
Arnold yells it at me all the time. At some point, you're going to regret looking out the window and looking all over the place, because you're going to tweak your neck and then wake up and you won't be with Arnold. But like, we've been
Bring
on
that chin down a little bit more to neutral is the only other thing. Lock that chin down. That'll keep you from looking around. Next video. Oh, it's froze on me.
Yeah, it froze on me, but I see it now.
This is good.
Yeah, good depth.
Drop your chin again. Next. Yeah.
Yeah. For the chin thing, Nick will tell everyone, just roll up a little hand towel and put it under your chin to teach yourself to keep your head in that.
If it falls out, it knows you know you ain't doing it. Pin presses. It's a hard angle to. Overall, this looks good. He's driving towards his face. I'd like to see those elbows come in a little bit on the way down. Maybe come in a slightly narrower, like half of a finger width. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with that from this angle.
I'm just going to yell the same thing. Arnold literally yells at me every time. Don't look at the camera. Fix your eyes on something and don't move the head.
Yeah. I mean, The front angle on stuff like that's hard. For anyone wondering.
Yeah, generally a side angle or a 3/4 angle is going to help everyone.
I would say get that bar closer. It looks like it's far away, but I can't really tell.
Yeah. So keep your head still and bring the bar closer to your body.
Bar's way out front.
Yeah.
Way out front.
What do you mean way out front?
So you see how far it is from your legs? See how when you pick up it off the ground, it comes towards you?
Yeah.
That's gravity aligning you. So you're actually you're making the lift harder. So we actually want to bring that bar in right up against your shins.
Yep.
Push your butt back like you're doing like an RDL. So we get that lumbar straight, and then brace into your stomach and push the ground away. Don't think about standing up. Think about pushing the ground out from underneath you.
Okay. I have
So
another
that bar,
ankle.
that bar alignment will make that feel significantly lighter.
Okay.
Yep.
There's another angle in another video, and I switched my grip to over under.
That's
okay. It might
okay.
be the same. Yeah.
No, over under's my recommended. But yeah, we want to get that bar closer. So when you pick up, it's a straight path up and down.
I also wouldn't deadlift in those running shoes. You've got a heel.
Go socks.
Yeah, heel.
Okay.
They're spongy, so just go barefoot. Looks like you're in your own place or in socks.
No, I mean shoes, but yeah, I can. Yeah, in my place. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just take the shoes off because you don't want to heel when you're deadlifting, and you don't want spongy shoes on any lift.
Okay. I mean, that's the other angle.
This is the over under. Okay.
Yeah, that's the over under.
Bring your feet in narrower. I can already tell.
Okay.
Yeah. And bring your grip in with it as well.
All right.
So it's going to give you a higher starting position. It'll allow you to get that lower back straighter when you brace.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it, is getting that bar in close and getting that lumbar straightened out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to be shocked at how strong you feel when you make these little tweaks.
Yeah. I mean, even when I changed my grip, I bumped up the weight a little bit, and you can tell that I could tell that I could pull it all.
Yeah, when you bring your legs in, bring your hands in, and bring that bar right against your shins, you're going to feel like Superman because this is very strong, but you've made it harder on yourself in 3 ways. So you're going to be great.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, this is the first one. So yeah, I noticed some stuff, but I want to do the rest to check it out too. Sound good. Thank you.
Of course.
Yep.
We got to let Nick go in 10 minutes, everyone, so he can sweat off that final 2 pounds.
Like 3 pounds, but.
And then how long until you get to hydrate? Still.
I'll be once at 1 o'clock. I'll have 2 hours for weigh-in. So I'm literally going to be 5 minutes in, 3 minutes off, 5 minutes in, 3 minutes off till I hit 90 kilo. Run that back.
I think it started with the same thing you just talked to Andres about. You see the bar have to come back when the lift starts.
Yep. Out front, way out front. He jerked on it he jerked on it, and then there was a delay, and then the bar swung in, and then it broke.
So see, watch right here. Watch how the bar shoots toward your shins. Boom. That's what Nic's talking about. You need to start with the bar in that position it shoots to, because you're burning a ton of strength picking it up and letting gravity swing it there.
Yep. That's what I mean by out leveraging the weight.
Does that make sense if you're on? Is that torque? I hope that made sense.
I'd like to see that from the side.
Yeah, guys, the front angles don't.
I have no idea what's going on here.
It's a cable crunch.
I mean, that looks good. We're super close, so I can't really see body positioning.
Yeah, I'm possibly the worst at this exercise, so I just literally don't do it. So I'm not going to comment.
I don't do them either.
Arnold's really good at them at the New York meetup. He showed everyone exactly how to do them still, even though he's 78 or whatever. I'm not good at them, so I use other ab exercises.
They're almost in the strength world. They're not really used.
Okay, good to know.
Arnold swears by them. It looks like you're doing them right.
They're hard.
Who's recording? Stand still.
I'll tell him so.
I think Arnold would be pretty proud of those, though.
Yeah, those look great.
Yeah, and I think you're doing the thing he made Adam do in that tutorial video, right? You dropped your hips a little more here.
Yep.
Yes.
Everyone, if you haven't seen that part of the video, I just love how Adam's done this for so long, and Arnold's like, make this subtle tweak, and Adam is screaming about it.
As well as you were doing those, which is a harder movement than a cable crunch, I'm sure you're doing the cable crunch just fine.
Those are that was a perfect pullover, everyone.
Thank you.
We just don't go up here. What's the food? No, okay. Mobility is outstanding. Yeah, these are great. That's really good tempo, really good control.
Back is flat.
A little bit jealous of a range of motion.
Wait, this wasn't Claire, was it? Who asked about this in the chat earlier? These are really, really good. By the way, everyone should know not everyone is going to go that deep.
Yes.
Yeah, Claire, I wouldn't worry about these then. If that was
I would even push your butt back a little further and get that stretch reflex, even if it reduces your range of motion, because you're going really, really far down, and you're probably not feeling it in your hamstrings and glutes as much because you're so mobile. So try and push back even further, maybe even a slight bend in the knees to see if you can get a further reach back and see if that'll pull through your hamstrings a little bit more.
Yeah, and a lot of people, you should know, you're not going to go close to your ankle like she's going. You're going to go a couple inches below your knee on these, and you're going to feel.
I get like halfway down my shin. I don't even get close to that.
You're just going to get a little below your knee and feel that hamstring stretch and come back up. but your mobility is good and your back did stay flat the whole time.
No, this cat.
Jeremy. Looks like a Hatfield squat, he said.
That's what I had him doing. You need to work on his brace because he folds. It's probably more of a mobility issue, if anything. I would say use your arms to push your chest up a little bit further to keep you upright and get you used to getting down in a more upright position. And less hand input on the drive up. But these look better than when you started, man.
Yeah, these are a lot less folded than the first ones.
Yes, these have come a long way. It's just going to keep tinkering.
For everyone else, a Hatfield squat is a squat where you use a safety bar so it's safely on your neck and you can hold something in front of you for some extra support. Let's go to the next series.
Yes, ma'am.
We only have time for one more. No, let's do somebody else for the last one because I think Jeremy's just doing a different squat.
This is the last guy.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah.
Wow, Nick. So Jeremy's showing his
toe heavy, very toe heavy.
How can people train not to be toe heavy?
Stand up against the wall, about a foot away from the wall, and put your forearms against the wall and squat down. And that will allow you to push into the wall and stay upright. And initiating your squat by breaking at the hips. It's like you're reaching back to sit in a chair.
I like it. Where can everyone watch you tomorrow, Nick?
I don't know. I have done zero. I haven't even looked at the itinerary.
I'll figure it out for you guys. I'll send it. Don't worry.
I'll get it to Catch and Noah, and then
it's America's Strongest.
It's America's Strongest Man. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll find it and we'll put the link up somewhere so everyone can watch him and cheer for him.
I appreciate it.
All right, great work, Nick.
Thank you. I'm gonna go suffer some more.
I can't wait until you can hydrate and you're normal again.
Yeah,
we'll all talk soon. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.